Hi guys,
Said
I'm
hi.
really
Hello.
enjoying taking this 17 times before we even get to the first contestant.
Okay, I'm good. Okay, I have to pee really bad, so let's do this.
Andrea, planning.
I can't help it. I drank a lot of tea. Okay,
I feel that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One more time on 3. Hello, everybody. I am Ginga, and I am here with Andrea and Mark for the semifinal deliberations, and Petri's in the background. Hello, guys.
Let's do this.
Hi, what's up?
All right. So I've never done this before. So do we just randomly pick a person and then we go from there?
I say we should start with Ginga. Now, Ginga, let's talk about your last performance. No, just kidding.
How about that round one?
Right. How about that round 1? Do you remember round 1? Round 1? Round 1? Do you remember round 1? Round 1? Round 1? Do you remember round 1? Round 1? Remember round 1? Round 1. Listen, I feel like that should just I'm gonna redo that song and I'm gonna make a strong comeback. Swear.
Well, I don't think you need to make a comeback because guess who was the freaking winner? No, seriously, who was the winner? I don't remember who won.
It was Ginga.
Oh, Ginga won. Okay, now I remember.
It wasn't me. I'm Ginga. Ginga won, not me.
Yeah,
I think
she
it was a
amazing.
redhead.
Why can't we get her back to judge?
Red one.
I was
The red
terrible.
one.
How could I not say your name for nobody told me that I was saying it wrong for the first half of the season. Ginga. I'm saying Ginga. Not one person said, it's Ginga. Not one person.
I thought you would hear that because everyone else called her Ginga, including
I thought you were all
herself.
wrong. I thought you guys were just wrong.
Well, I thought you, since you like J-Rock, I thought you knew that Ginga was a Japanese word, so.
All right,
Might be.
okay, Ginga, who would you like to start with? There's only 3 people, so this should be easy.
I say, let's start with Sam then. Sam.
I'm the man. All righty.
It was the first video I saw.
That's the first one you've seen?
That's the first song that I saw in the email, so I clicked on that one.
That's
first.
I'm like, you haven't been watching anymore? What? No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, Mark, do you have an opinion? My dog is choking on something here. Shut up, Yoshi.
Do you want to deal with that first, or we still good?
Well, we're gonna deal with Sam. Sam.
Cool. Yeah.
Sam I am.
I mean, Sam, I really like that particular entry. It worked really well for him, and I think out of the 3 contestants, he had the song choices where he couldn't have got it wrong depending on which one he went from. Very talented performer. It works. He's got that thing in his voice that Petri likes so much. But my little thing with him, and this is being super critical, is I don't think he's actually got that much control. I think that sort of breakup thing in his voice just sort of comes naturally when he goes and pushes and tries to hit those big notes and the powerful bits of the song, which is fine because he's smart enough to realize that and goes and picks the songs that suit it. By the same token, I can kind of see that in the background, but what he's delivering on pretty much consistently every round is super solid.
When it comes to Sam, I don't think I've said anything negative about any of his performances this season at all. I think he has been one of my favorites. I'd like to see him kind of do something a little different because every Sam song sounds like every Sam song at this point. Maybe it's just because I'm bitter that he didn't choose Seggy Bottom Boys. I don't know, but I thought that would have been a kick-ass song. But I guess I really don't have much to critique because I think it's just typical Sam, and typical Sam is a good thing. So
yeah, he knows what he's good at and he picks the songs that goes with it, and that's probably more than half the battle with any kind of singing competition. But it also kind of, if you limit yourself to that, then people sort of think, oh, you're a bit of a one-trick pony, and it's like, yeah,
that's the point. That's the kind of point and that's why I picked Seggy Bottom Boys, because it was kind of bluegrass, which is a little different than what he's been giving us, but yet it still would have been Samish. So, I think I would like to see him outside of the box, but I guess maybe at this point that would be too big of a risk, because we are at the end here, and if he makes it through to the very, very finale, why take that risk then,
I think what he needs to do is to sing a really emotional song, because I haven't really been emotionally connected to his song at any point in the competition.
Ginga said something like that, didn't you, Ginga?
I did.
I am singing it.
I actually did. I personally, I have the unpopular opinion right now that this was probably his weakest.
You secretly hate him. You hate him.
Yeah, Ginga, I think you have some problem with Sam. You haven't been really positive about him.
So I see what
And
she said.
Here's why, though. My favorite thing that you said was Sam-ish. It's like, I know what is Sam-ish, but I want to hear something else-ish now. You know what I mean? Like, he has been doing the same exact thing for the whole competition. And like Petri, I actually want him to get out of his bubble and try something else because I like being surprised, you know? Like, if I were to pick a song for him that I think has his same vocal quality and maybe has his same, I guess, personality, but it wasn't one of the choices, so it was totally out of his control. Like, if I had a choice, I would have given him Forget You by CeeLo Green.
I don't know that song.
Hear him. Oh, you don't know that song? It's good.
That's a shout.
It's Sam.
That's a really good shout. Why didn't I think of that?
Don't know.
Yeah, I know.
But I thought you guys would have thought about that song for him because I really wanted to hear that from him.
Yeah, I know. I am partly responsible for this, but at the end of the day, I wasn't the only one who showed the song. So why didn't you others think of that, huh?
I don't know. But the thing is, okay, for this one, I don't know if you guys heard my feedback or not, but I said in my feedback, I'm a huge fan of like rock music and all that good stuff. And to me, when he was doing the emotional bits where he was like putting that grit in his voice, to me, it felt more like he was screaming at me, and it was very off-putting. And I was like, there's room for screamo in songs, trust me. And it can sound melodic and pretty. I'm looking at the band Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, if you've ever heard them. I'm looking at them, and it's like, it can be done, but you have to do it in the correct genre. And this particular song, for that at all, it was far from it. And actually, I've never heard this song before, so I actually went back.
What?
And I went, yeah, I know, I'm not mainstream.
How is
at
that
all.
possible?
I never heard it before either, so don't feel bad.
Listen to radio. I'm sorry, I don't listen to radio.
You and Andrea really need to listen
is,
to the radio more.
But I don't.
I never listen to the radio. I only listen to my CDs and...
Exactly, same. But okay, so I went back and I listened to the original and I was like, okay, I can see why they picked this for him, because like you said, it's in his alley. But at the same time, when I heard the original, I was like, oh wait, there's like some cool harmonies in the background. Why didn't he do that? Like, it would have added a different, like, extra dimension to it, you know? And I was waiting for that to happen, and I'm like, oh, it never came. Okay. And for my other critique was when you have a song that has the line being repeated over and over and over again, you can only hear it so many times where you feel bored. Like, do something, like, give us a riff, give us something, give us some dynamics, because if I don't hear dynamics and I just hear the same thing over and over and over, it's like, I know that's how the song goes, but like, you don't always have to follow the rules. You can like put something else in there to like spice it up, especially if the chorus is being sung like 4 times in the whole song. It's like, do something for me, Sam, do something, because I want to hear you think outside the box. Just do something. Like, he's so good at acapella that I thought he would, but he just didn't do it, and I was just a little disappointed.
I think you're wrong. Wrong. But that's okay.
It's okay. That's why there's a couple of judges.
Okay.
But that's just Miriam?
Then I have to go first. Andrea, I picked the song for Miriam, but you can't blame me because first off, I thought she was gonna do the full song, and it has Grit, Dirt, and The Shower if she did the full song. So it wasn't my fault. She could have done it amazingly.
No, with Miriam, I think she found her confidence this time. I could feel in the last couple episodes, I'm sure y'all heard that it seemed like she was really just taking kind of like 10 steps backwards. And then if you are in the chat, you could see where she was even talking about how she'd been losing her confidence. And I do feel that the confidence is definitely back, and she's starting to become the old Miriam again. And we're starting to feel that, you know, soulful rock chick again. But like I said, there was a counterbalance between the grit and the smooth that needs to kind of be there, because it can't constantly be sounding like you've got a sore throat, like the I gotta you know, and that was just too much. It just got to be too much for me, where I didn't hear enough of her music. It was more growling, but the confidence was great, and we are getting close to back to the old Ginga. I mean, not the old Ginga.
Miriam. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I know.
I've got Ginga on the brain. It's so awesome to hear Ginga's voice again that it's just on my brain.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with you, Andrea. I think this was a definite improvement. But again, if she had done the full song, then it could have had a lot more potential than it did.
Yeah, that could be it.
I think that was the main problem.
I think I need to agree and disagree to both those points. The thing that I disagree on is the confidence thing, actually. As I can see where that's come from, but I can also see what we've been talking about, losing confidence, and I think that kind of shows, because one of the other options in the list was Beyonce, and I think she probably would, without confidence, look at it and think, no, I can't do Beyonce, no way. But Christina, yeah, I could maybe do that. But she's gone too big.
Christina is harder than Beyonce.
Yes, but that can trick you, because if you think, oh, Christina is so difficult, I've got to really smash this out of the park. And by doing that, she's missed the point of what the song is. Most of it is kind of your normal volume singing voice and it's more the flow of it that gives it the power and the dominance. And then it's those few big notes that you hit that, really hammer it home. But because she started too big to begin with, there was nowhere to really go, and there was no sort of dynamic to it. And the whole magic of what Fighter is was lost as a result of that. And I think the only reason is she's feeling a little low on confidence and thinking, oh, I've really got to go for this, and just overshot it.
I agree with Petri that she should have done the full song for sure. I was waiting for that. I wanted to be serenaded for 4 minutes by Miriam, because she does have a lovely voice, and I tried Christina Aguilera and I was nowhere on Miriam's level. So I was just really excited when I saw what she's saying. But I was wondering, did you guys pick the acoustic version for her or the actual?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so that was her choice to make it an acoustic version?
Yes.
Okay. See, for me, I think it would have been even better if she did the regular version. And
totally.
She would have
absolutely agree with you.
The acoustic version, the acoustic thing, in my opinion, would have worked if she'd actually approached it as being an acoustic cover.
What do you mean exactly?
I'm trying to figure out the best way to put it. Because if she thought about it as being, right, this is an acoustic cover, so I need to dial it back a little bit from what the original is. And if she paced it like that and still had the power and the emphasis when it was needed at the right points in the song, it would have maybe had even more impact than the original did. But because she's taken this little guitar back in and gone and tried to power through the song still, the whole of it, for that clip that we heard, then it kind of, they counter each other out too much, I think.
Yeah.
I think her voice is so powerful that it would have faded better with the regular version. Because with the acoustic version, I feel like it fades a little bit in the background. I mean, I can hear it better and clearer because there's no other instruments getting in the way. But at the same time, I would have preferred that, because this is a semifinal. And as a person who's been in this competition, I know that the semifinal and the final are important rounds, in my opinion. Everything
so
you
important.
Can and take risks along the way, but you have to bring your absolute A game to the last 2 rounds, because that's where it counts.
Yeah, that's totally true. If she had done the regular version, then I think her voice and the hard background would have meshed together completely in such a nice way. So that was a minor disappointment.
Vocals were fine. Like, I had no problem with her song or how she sang it, but it got cut off so abruptly. I actually thought I got the wrong file. I'm like, is this a work in progress one? Or is she gonna give me the full thing? I don't know. I got really confused. So
yeah, like I said in my feedback, it sounded like a sample, not the full product.
So yeah, alas, Miriam, I give her more credit, because I do agree that her confidence is back. It wasn't there for the Linkin Park one, and it kind of came back for the Full Metal Alchemist one, but I feel feel like it's stronger now than it was 2 rounds ago. And her vocals were really, I enjoyed listening to it. Like out of the entries, I think I could listen to hers a lot. I could go back and listen to it and I feel good about the product. But again, it's just a matter of it being longer because it just feels like a sample, like Petri said.
Aria surprised me this time. I've been the biggest one to say always, I hear this beautiful voice, this sweet voice, but she's not giving us any power. She's not giving us really the emotion. I just kind of feel like she's singing the song, but, she's just kind of doing it robotically almost. It's just, she's looking at the words on the page, she's looking at the notes, and she's just singing what she sees. There's no feeling behind it. There's no power. And so I kind of wanted to choose a song that was going to force her to belt. And of course, she didn't choose that one. But this song that she did choose, it was shocking to me just how well she did it. There were some pitch problems, yes, but there was a lot of this. She had this beautiful melodious voice that we're used to, but there was emotion behind that voice, and there was a little power behind that voice. And I said, this is the first time I have heard her be a full-on contender for this competition, making this final 3 very difficult to judge.
Yeah, Andrea, I was actually quite confused because you gave a double message here. You said that she improved and she was not out of the running, but yet you voted her out. So
yeah,
why did you do that?
Because there's only 3. I mean, there's literally only 3 left.
So you think Sam and Miriam improved as much as she did?
I think Sam and Miriam, I think she's when it comes to improving, I don't think Sam and Miriam improved as much as she did. I think that they've always been a slight step above her in technicality. And of course, Miriam had a few issues with confidence, but she was able to get that back. But I think Sam and Miriam are pretty much a step above technicality wise. I think she still needs a little bit more training. She still needs a little bit more of that classical, if she has like a voice teacher to teach her more classically. But I think she is a contender. It's just, if I had to choose between the 3, I have to go with Sam and Miriam personally. I mean, because I think that they're already there, where I think she, maybe 1 or 2 more episodes, maybe would have overtaken Miriam in 1 or 2 more episodes, but we don't have 1 or 2 more episodes. So,
by the way, would this be a good time to reveal your votes?
I want to hear what Mark thinks about Aria.
I think the votes are going to make this one quite interesting. I put that performance at my number 1 in complete contrast against the other 2. Miriam and Sam, in my opinion, both had issues with dynamics. They were both quite one-paced, in my opinion. And I kind of want to give myself a pat on the back a bit for song choice on that one, because it clearly did the job.
Yeah, Mark, you really should have that. I really commended you on that song choice in my feedback.
The song choice was excellent.
Genius.
It was excellent. Actually. Yes, it was.
Yeah, really good job on that, Mark.
But
you knew what you were doing.
I have to agree. A few technical issues. That sort of long note in the middle the first time around, I would have liked that to have been a little tidier, for example. But I'm picking out little things. And when you hear some Nightwish performances live, I don't think the actual singer has delivered that track live that well at times. It's the thing when you're performing and stage sound and that sort of thing. That's another discussion. I can see how that happens. But I did flip-flop a lot between that one and Sam's, because Sam delivered it really well. But I had to think about, in terms of the whole picture, what did they bring to the table in terms of dynamic, in terms of getting hold of the song and making it theirs and making it work, and the skills on display. And I had to give Aria the slight edge on that one. And I think also a sign of improvement going through the competition, while Miriam in particular, I think, has taken a few backward steps in my eyes, which is why she got the 3rd position.
I can understand what you're saying about all that. I really can. But for me, okay, so Sam has been consistent. Sam's always given us a really good deal. And I do agree that I still think Sam should try to be Sam, but maybe give us a little something different. But when it comes to Miriam and Aria has been consistently pretty, but she hasn't been consistently, on key energy or power or emotion, whereas Miriam's been, for the most part, she was consistently giving us one great song after another. There was that small spot where she was having confidence issues, but she got it right back. We don't know, because this is the first time for me that Aria has given any kind of power and any kind of emotion. So we don't know, is she going to be able to maintain it and hold on to it, or is she going to lose it? You know, at least we saw Miriam take a dip, but we saw her bring herself back. We've seen Aria be consistent throughout the entire competition until this last episode where she finally brought it.
Yeah.
Is she going to bring it all the time, or is she just doing it this one final episode, and then if she makes it through to the finale, we're going to go back to the emotionless Aria?
Yeah, she's a loose cannon.
Yeah. I mean, we know what we're going to get with Sam and Miriam. I mean, Miriam's a little bit more of a loose cannon than Sam because she does have a confidence issue, but she can regain her confidence and she's back to being powerful, strong, and on point. Whereas I still think that Aria, there's a chance that she's going to go back to the lack of power, lack of emotion, kind of sing-songy sound again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I guess I agree with Mark, but yet I don't agree with Mark. So.
Depends what song she picks, doesn't it?
Song choice was brilliant. I mean, song choice was brilliant, but you're not going to be there to pick her final song, you know, so.
But I can help. No, just kidding. Aria, something really powerful that I've never heard her do before. And in my eyes, I think it should be rewarded that she's probably been struggling with this, with trying to get your feedback and do as you guys have been telling her to do with like showing emotion and doing all of this other stuff. I really, really liked her harmonies. It sounded like an entire chorus, like especially towards the end. I thought that was highly impressive, very highly impressive.
Okay, but
it's hard to sing in that octave, and it should be rewarded.
It should, but here's the thing. Okay, it should be rewarded, but here's a couple things that we should keep in mind. One, at least for me, I can't speak for the other judges, but for me, you know, I've been giving her for pretty much the entire season, I need to hear emotion, I need to hear emotion, I need to hear emotion. And it took to the very end for her to finally show it, whereas Miriam and Sam have been giving, when they take the critique and they bring it for the next episode. And then it also took for the judges to pick the songs that we knew were going to work for her. And then, you know, she was able to take the song that Mark chose and run with it. She's not going to have that next episode. So whereas it's taken her all season to finally take what we say into consideration and for us to pick a song for her, what is she going to do the next episode when it's back to her own terms? Is she going to pick a song that's not going to have any belting, that's not going to have any emotion? Whereas we know that Sam and Miriam, especially at the end, will deliver. I mean, obviously nothing's guaranteed in life, but we know that it's more likely for them to continue to do what they're doing. And for her, like I said, it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. It was everything that I've been wanting to hear from her, but it took a whole season of prodding and for a judge to pick her song. What's going to happen the next episode? Are we setting her up to fail, or is she going to gain enough confidence from this one great performance to continue it? That's my big thing.
In my opinion, it's not a setup because it's not the first time that I've put her in first place in this competition. Same with Sam and Miriam. They both had first places off me, but then going over the whole competition and how I voted and how I felt about the performance, I've got them all on a fairly even keel. I think they all deserve to be in the finale.
I don't think I've ever put her in first for me because I just never heard the emotion or any belting or any kind of big. This is the first time I've heard her be a contender. And then I worry what's going to happen the next episode when she has to go up against someone like Sam or Miriam, who do have the big voices and the big performance and the big vibrato and the big, you know, showmanship. That's, I don't know, but I guess that we're going to have to wait and see how voting turns out, and whatever happens, and keep our fingers crossed. But I mean, I'm not taking anything away from her. I do give her credit that this was gorgeous. And I give Mark credit for picking the song because this was gorgeous. But I just worried about if she makes it onto the finale instead of Sam or Miriam, what's going to happen? I don't know. That's just me.
Aria is actually the only one I've ever voted out of them, but I think she she improved so much that I absolutely think she deserves to be in the finale.
I actually commend risk takers because I am one. If my season wasn't a testament for that, I am a risk taker, and no matter what part of the competition you're in, take a risk. I think that it really does help you improve, not just as a singer, but it shows you what you can do. And because even if I failed at Christina Aguilera, I still learned a lot from it. You know what I mean? So
exactly,
just by doing this Nightwish song, I really do think she has learned about how she can perform. And actually, I want to hear that. That's just me being selfish, though.
I guess it's going to be a wait and see. If she makes it, if she doesn't, either way, she could be very proud of this performance. And I think she has shown a lot of improvement over the season. It's just, I really hope she doesn't choose a song that's not a song where she's not going to have to show off her power, where she doesn't have to show off her emotions, and where it's going to be the sing-songy type thing again. I want her to take what she learned from this and bring it to the finale if she makes it, and bring that to whatever she does in the future. You know, if she wants to be a performer in the future, she has to take this type of energy and this type of beauty and continue on with it. She can't just drop the ball now that she had one good performance. So
I believe in her. She's the dark horse that showed up.
It's on Young and the Restless. That reminds me of that Young and the Restless. This guy, Nick, just opened a thing to compete against his father called Dark Horse. And never mind, it's a soap opera thing, but
oh my.
But anyway, it's the only thing I have. Let me have Young and the Restless. But no, I think this is going to be, no matter who ends up in the finale, it's going to be hella interesting.
Yeah, totally.
I definitely agree. I'm very much looking forward to the finale to see what they bring, and I want them to bring their A game, because trust me guys, this is the final round. You guys should be having fun, having the most fun in your life.
It should also be good.
Yeah.
And I have an announcement. I have something very exciting that is going to be happening during the finale that I'm just going to be letting people know now.
Okay.
Mark is going to be opening the show with his first ever live performance.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
No, Andrea, you fooled me. Damn you.
I'm dead serious. Mark is going to be performing for the opening of the grand finale of this particular season with Ring of Fire live during deliberations.
Really, Mark?
Let's do that.
Is that true?
Nobody wants to hear that. Do you know how long I've been
Yes, we do.
15-second clip to make it seem half bearable?
Mark, you can sing.
It's gonna happen.
If you're not the best at editing, because I heard that little clip of yours, that was actually pretty good.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
You can.
It's going live at the finale.
Yeah, Mark, you have to do that. Everyone else in this competition has sung except you.
YOLO. Just YOLO it.
I think he's hiding now. He's gone. He's nope, I'm gone.
I'll get practicing and see what I can do.
Everybody's going to be expecting it, so.
If this goes in the video. Remember, this has to be edited first.
Oh no, 100% go in the video. I'll be getting DMs like, you actually got to do the performance. Wow.
I'm sorry. I knew that was your announcement to make. I knew you were waiting to announce it, but I figure I better announce it for you because you might forget. So.
See, I was going to do a meatloaf thing, but 3 or 5's all right, I suppose.
Come on. Now I want meatloaf. I love you. Got to do Bat Out of Hell. Come on, Bat Out of Hell. Just a little bit of Bat Out of Hell.
Just a little. Okay, I'll think about it.
Okay.
Thank you again so much for this awesome deliberation. I had a lot of fun. Mark, Andrea, Petri, it was an honor. Thank you.
And thank you for being here. It's totally awesome to be able to end the show with the tradition.
I missed you.
Me too.
Come back again.
I missed you guys too. I'm gonna sing, I promise. I'm recording something, I promise.
Yay.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. See you soon with the results.